Welcome to the Daily Allegory through Astrological Divination. This is the salt-stained Coven of the Blighted Woods. Now, do you feel that stillness in the air lately? It is the calm before the storm. It is the cardinal kings leading the cavalry to deliver the rerouted energy that has been accumulating. It's the air of stagnation after the trumpets of the angels of judgment have been blown. It's the feeling of inevitable doom over a victory that will lead to the dark secrets of many being publicly revealed for ganging up on others in groups in order to assist others to steal and profit off of. I'm imagining that God might have put a gag order on this, and it's building up to a catastrophic disaster of epic proportions. You know what they say? You can spot a leak by opening a bottle of wine and whispering a word, and whomever randomly speaks it may be your leak or your dishonest one. The stars decree, the covenant demands, in whispers we govern, through the elements we obscure, in static we command, in nightmares we pursue. We are earth and air, we are fire and water, we are the remembered, we are the returned, we are the whispers, in silence we thrive. Before we jump into today's story, I'm going to do a little poem dedicated to Jupiter's expansive vision and divine retribution through the tower moments that are en route. Jupiter's thunder rends the silent air, a cosmic tower built on mortal lies. The gilded halls of pride and false despair are struck by light from unforgiving skies. The crowns of kings fall, stripped of earthly grace. The mighty fortress crumbles in the dust. No earthly hand can change this fallen place. The price for broken vows and sacred trust. The universe unfolds its dreadful will, a cleansing fire, a devastating blow. And on the ashes, silent, cold, and still, a new foundation waits for truth to grow. Delving into this story, I'm doing something a little bit differently today because there's way too much going on energetically to put it and compress it into a video that won't take me more than 9 hours to upload on TikTok. And for those who continuously have been reporting my videos to limit and restrict my views, get a life, get a hobby, get a girlfriend or boyfriend, go do something with yourself, be gone with your dusty ass. This is the sun's retribution delivered unto the Coven. Now, the great god Solus, whose chariot of fire pulled the sun across the sky each day, grew weary of twilight lands below. Now, the witches of the great forest, intoxicated by their own power, had woven a creep in darkness, a smog of ill will, that snuffed out the light and choked the verdant land. They twisted the threads of fate, cursed the crops, and stole the warmth from the hearts of the mortals. Solus, the ever-patient deity of light and warmth, the ever had long overlooked their very petty evils. But their latest act was a trespass too far. At the heart of the forest, the witches had gathered for their solstice rite. They had captured a sliver of the sun's brilliance, a child of light, and were trying to bend its will to their wicked purpose, a child being the lamb. They wanted not just magic, but the source of magic itself. Solus felt the child's frightened tears sting his soul, and his patience finally burned away. He set aside his gentle benevolence. His smile of golden light hardened into a glare of righteous wrath, as the wrath and stare of Medusa. Solus pulled his flaming chariot to a halt at the zenith of the world, and the sun hung frozen in the sky. The world fell silent, and a profound ominous stillness descended upon the great forest. The witches, caught in the eternal midday, shrieked in confusion and fear. They had been seen in their misdeeds. Their magical fires gutted and died. Their ancient incantations stuttered and collapsed into meaningless gibberish. A single searing ray of light, brighter and hotter than any sunbeam, pierced the canopy of the forest. It was Solus's eye. And it fell upon the witch's stone circle like casting a judgment. The air began to simmer and writhe, and the very shadows that the witches had used for their wicked deeds began to recoil from the pure, unfiltered light. The witches' magic, born of shadows and stolen vitality, could not stand against the primal, creative fire of Solace. Their enchantments unraveled like burnt threads, the unraveling knot. The illusion that had hidden their lair from mortal eyes completely dissolved entirely. There was no more hiding under Neptunian energy, revealing a barren, petrified wasteland where the forest had once been lush. The twisted oaks and poisoned streams, once their tools, now bore silent witness to their corruption. Solace's light did not kill with fire, but with purity. It did not burn the witches, but stripped them of their borrowed power, leaving them exposed and pathetic. One by one, their glamour faded, and the terrifying ancient crones were revealed and withered, frightened women. The curses they had casted were reflected back upon them, and the pain they had inflicted unto others now returned, settling into their very own bones. The stolen warmth in their hearts was replaced with an unshakable chill. As the last whisper of their magic dissolved, the captured Sunchild was freed. He rose from the stones, a miniature star that pulsed with gratitude and life, and ascended back into the heavens, leaving the witches as mortals once more. Lost in their own desolate, unmagical forests, Solace then resumed his journey. The chariot of fire once again moved across the sky, releasing the sun to set in a glorious display of justice. From that day on, the witches' forest was known as the Blighted Wood, a stark reminder that even the deepest shadows can be purged by the wrath of the sun. Hopefully you guys found this one entertaining. Stay cleansed, my friends.